Hello, everybody. Oh, what a day, what a day, what a day. We actually got some mods and not just kind of like a little teaser here and there, trickling them in. All right. I went and picked up some of the newer mods that we got in today. And we did get a lot of updates on a lot of maps. There's at least 7 maps. And course play got updated. Additional currencies. That was being I was told that that was a corrupt one, and it quarantined that one for me, and it actually glitched out my game, but I can play it today. The one I was just closing out of, I went back to my farm on here in Tillamook, Oregon. But figured I'd do something different there. I mean, it was my brother's farm, so I might as well finish it up. I'm glad I got out of the Alps. That was one of the updates on the maps, but it doesn't require a save game. Does not require it. The revised point of sale splines, removed street lamp at intersection near BGA. Thank God, I kept running right into that thing every time. No new game saved required. But if you want that pole to disappear, so you quit running into it, you might want to save game. So hopefully you're not too far into it. And at least they got the update log correct, because when I was in here earlier, it was saying 113 up here and then 114 down here. So at least they changed that. That was kind of neat. All right, well, let's get started. All right, we have the first mod we've got today is Lexus 600, 700 series. They range in from 10,500 liters and 12,000 liters for the 700 series. And I think that goes up a little bit more. I think it's like another 600. They'll go up a little bit. But at any rate, it also comes with all new headers and a couple new trailers. And there is not much difference in the paint configuration. Let's see here. Yeah, I've got them in game. So I've got them now. So there is that. And then we got the Crown Big X 48630. It does have one required download. Oh, no. Let's close that. Yeah, let's just cancel that. Okay. Bennett. Okay. So go into here, and this has a required mod, which doesn't show on here. But it does have a required mod. It's an attachment of trailer of some sort, but there is a required mod for this. The fuel tank is 1,220 liters. It's 265,000. Choice between 480, 530, 580, and 630. It'll do 40 miles an hour. Horsepower's 490 to 626. Compatible with standard X disc 620 and corn headers. Then that piece right there, you see right that's the attachment. That's the required mod. That piece right there, that mower. So when you download this, you will get that mower required if you go to use it in a game. Okay, well, there is that. Moving on, we got a Volvo F16 Globetrotter tipper. 120,500. It's got 470 to 500 horse. It'll do 90 miles an hour. 11,000 to 15,000 liter. The trailer does not have a hitch, and the trailer has the same difference in the capacity to where you can variable on the capacity on it. The difference is if you have the full tailgate gives you a little bit more. But unfortunately, there is no hitch, so this is what you get. You can't daisy chain them together. All right, and on to your straw bale semi-trailer. And it does have different configurations, and it costs $35,000. It either has the headache rack, or it doesn't, or it has like a metal one up here, like not the full plate, but the barred one. All right, and on to our Joskin Space 8000. It has a 31,000, 38,000, 45,000, and 52,000 capacity. Upgraded wheel brands, wheel body color, chassis color, side protection, front platform. Cost you 8,000. Oh wait, trans space 8,000. It'll cost you 45,000. My bad. Another Johnston trailer. It's kind of nice. I think I picked that one up myself. All right, then the New Holland Highliner 378. It is a baler, 14,500, 10 miles an hour, or 10 horsepower, 1.8 meter width, and 10 miles an hour. Choice of 2 terrain options, direct or side bale discharge. Kind of reminds me of the baler I used to use when I was a kid. Okay, moving on. We have camera. Fertilized spread a pack. We got a $30,000 one and a $45,000 one. The $30,000 one will get you 10,000 liters. The 45 will get you 13,000 liters. And they do have different types of spray options in the back. I watched DJ Goham's video, and he shows a bunch of different spray options in it because he gets them in the store. Yeah, no. All right, moving on. We have a Helvetica 80s trailer pack. The trailer price costs you 11,000 to 16,000. Capacity is 31,000 to 41,000 liters. Depends if it's going to be a green card or not. And it is a bale trailer, so you got your 31,000, 41,000 liter, and your 2 different auto-loading bales. And moving on. And we got a couple little slurry tanks. We have 4,000 and 6,000 liters. They'll cost you $50,000. They got an 8 to 15 meter width. You can tell which one's the smaller one, of course. And these also have different type of how it's going to spray out the back, I think. Okay, and another sprayer pack. You got an $84,000 sprayer, holds 4,380 liters. Working width is 36 meters. And you got a $30,000 with a 21,000 meter or 21 meter width, and it holds 1,300 liters. And then this sprayer's 8,000 with 1,500 liters. Looks like these were the ones that we had in prior farming simulator. But moving on, let's get to the next one. Looks like we got ourselves a cultivator. 600 bucks, 15 horsepower, 3 meter width, and you can go 15 miles an hour. For those old school role-playing games, or you just want to play the old man and just trying to keep a farm together because that's all he knows and that's all he does. That'd be perfect for it. Got different color designs. Now these, I've watched DJ Go Hams and Mr. Silly P. He hasn't put out a video yet, but I've been looking. These are supposed to be tanks to hold tanks. It shows in, well, it doesn't show here, but they did have one where it was holding 2 tanks. And 3-point Euro Sim, baling miscellaneous, and baling miscellaneous baling. Okay, they've all changed up what they said they were. For Lizard Active Rack simplifies the transport of large quantities of silage additive and round bale plastics. So you can see it has a round bale, but there is no silage additive anywhere. And these guys have been searching around for hours before they put out there, and they've tried everything in game that they possibly could, and nothing goes there in the center. There's supposed to be like a barrel that goes there. It's the silage out of the barrel, which apparently they put the cart out before they put the horse out. So if you want to have that just sitting on your farm, you know, collecting dust and rust until they come out with the rest of it, you got it for both platforms. Adjustable drawbar pack. Now this drawbar right here, this is that blue piece right here, and it really doesn't give you, oh, price is $100. Okay, so $100. And what that does is you lift up on it, it brings, well, like you see here, bring your front end up off the ground. But say you're out in the pasture and your load got too heavy and you're just spinning tires. Well, to give you a little bit more traction, this drawbar will come up, push up on the trailer, but also sink your rear tires in a little bit more, pull your front end up, put all that weight over your rear axle, and let you take off. It's kind of a neat little thing. I mean, that's actually kind of like a torsion bar for pulling a trailer. All right, and then we got the TPA production pack. All kinds of productions in here. We've got, let's see here, we've got a Vita Plus production, a TMR production, a pig feed production, a liquid fertilizer production, herbicide production, mineral fertilizer production, seed production, and salt control production. Looks like we got quite a few. Alrighty. They all have different cost per active hours, 7. It's pretty much standard across the board, 8 and 9 too, but yeah. There's a production packed out there for everybody. Now this large concrete silo, grain silo, this thing's huge. And what you see is what you get, but the capacity on it's 5 million liters, It's $150 a day for upkeep. It costs you $400,000. This side over here where my hand's at, the way you drop it off and then pick it up on this side. But yeah, and even the doors close on it, so that I thought that was cool. All right, and moving on. All right, then we got the industrial building with garage. Okay, a little thing about the industrial building. Yes, you can get into all three. There is an upstairs. When you get into the building, there, see right here, right. You can get up here. No triggers or nothing, nothing fancy or nothing, but you can get upstairs. But here's the weird thing. Yeah, here's the upstairs of the of that building that I said you could get up in. But here's the weird thing. This garage right here, everybody that's brought it in and has done a review on it, none of the garage doors work. Nothing works on it. You can't get into it. It's just, and you find it in decorations. To where you find the garage where you're supposed to find the garage. So that is a 5-car stall decoration that doesn't work. Okay, moving on to our chicken coops. These were kind of neat. They do have, the triggers and whatnot. But inside, I liked how they set this up. They actually have it like I've seen many a chicken coops and built many a chicken coops. I like it. Except I could not ever figure out how to get a pot to hover like that. But at any rate. So, neat little chicken coops. Real small, real easy to put on a farm. And the capacity on these is 50 chickens. They're $12,000 and they're $15 a day upkeep. So you got pretty good ones. Oh, then we got the long cow shed. That's pretty much, it describes what it is right there. It's just a really long cow shed. It's got all the proper triggers, and it has changeable colors and solar panels. You can change up the roof. You can change up the sides. They do have different colors. Yeah, metal sheets and colorable roof. It'll cost you $85,000. You can put 150 cows in it. The size is 70 by 20 meters, and it's monthly at $200 upkeep. Now, this I seen it work on DJ Goham's video on mods today, and it was hilarious. Those birds just came in real quick. I mean, he no more and put it down, and they just started flocking in. It was that quick. It was actually kind of cool. But yeah, you can set the chance on how many birds, if they're going to show up. You can set how many birds are going to show up, and yeah, it's all. There's like 3 or 4 things that you can set on it in the configuration, and so if it gets too annoying, you can always shut it off. All right. And then farmland border display. Now this one I thought was kind of cool. I mean, if you're not too familiar where your borders are at, this would be kind of cool. Um, the green owned by you, the cayenne owned, unowned, purchasable, and then red owned by other players. So you're in multiplayer, it works too. Kind of tells you where each and every. I mean, I thought it would be kind of neat. I mean, you have it out there, it's on, and when you're doing the plowing or when you're doing whatever, it's there. You can turn it on, turn it off. So it's kind of neat. That way you know where pretty much right where you're at, right at the edge of your property, where everything's at. So I thought that would be kind of a neat one to have. And then snow contracts. just like it sounds. If you own the property, you will not get paid. If you don't own the property and you go out and plow the road, get their driveways on NPCs players, or wherever you plow at midnight, you will get paid for the work you've done as long as it's not on your property. So if you have a map that you own the whole map, all the roads and everything, don't have this selected. It won't work. It will not work. I've already tried that. If you own it, you don't get paid. So you literally have to drive, in that type of map, you have to drive over their fields and remove the snow from their fields to get any type of money off of it. Other than that, it works. All right, now we're moving on. Gearbox extension. It kind of contradicts itself. A script adapts the transmission for the following trucks to full automatic transmissions. This script is intended for players who play with manual transmissions and clutch. So if it's intended for players to use with manual transmissions that have clutches, then why does it take all of the transmissions in these said trucks and put them to automatic? That's kind of like that Cruising USA, you got the gear shift, but it don't matter. Even if you put it on manual, it don't matter. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. It's probably the same mod. And that game's been out pretty long. And now farm gate keys. Each and every one of the players on your map that is included with your farm will have a set of keys. One set of keys goes to everybody, so the only way you can unlock is if the gate is closed. So if the gate's open, you can't lock it open, unfortunately. That would have been a cool feature, but no, it has to be closed to lock. Now, page 2. What a lot of people did not cover was they do have some prefabs out. We got a GE10 script field toolkit. Kind of give you the before and after look on these pictures. So if anybody's in it, these are things for building maps. Animal nav hash pins, debug, nav mesh animal view. All right. I have no idea what these things do, so. And this is the fit round LED prefab. So you can give the fit the bug eyes. That just looks funky as hell. I'm sorry, that just looks like you got 4 eyes watching you. And a white plaster fence. Here's the prefab for that. Screenshots. Yeah, I'm kind of flying through them because they're prefabs. And Stonehenge. I should say just grave markers, what they look like, old grave markers. Okay, but we have updates for 7 maps. And let's see what they've updated. Okay, this is version 1300. And let's scroll down to it. 133. Okay. You will need a new save game. So, they added support for patch 1.15, updated environment, updated total mixed ration feed mixer, fixed chicken coop spawning grass when expanded, revised signpost and guideposts, revised road textures, fixed compost pallet collection, detailed in-game animal health, farm lamb adjusted near the biogas plant, fixed apple on the windmill no longer remaining on the ground. So that was the update for that one. But you do need a new game save. In Tussa Farms, the Pete system updated to the latest version, adjusted visuals of the custom license plate. Alright, well, that one was painless. And then Roniti Island, 111. Let's go see what 111. Fixed the workshop issue with both maps. Now it's possible to sell and repaint equipment in the workshop. Alright, cool. I was having problems with that. Minnesota, what do you got, Starbucks? Okay, this is 124s. Whether you're managing a client or something. Okay, never mind. Okay, 124, changelog summary. Wow, they did a lot. New save needed. So, they did a lot here. Added new crop rye. Added lime station at animal dealer. Added new Starbucks sell point. Okay, starter farm improvements. Added Fent Vario 1000 tractor. Added Dino 2 sprayer. Added GT 520 trailer. Added M50-4 forklift. And then they added a KDD 941 and KDF 341 mowers. Jumbo 8450 forage wagon. One additional large storage garage. Fixes and touch-ups. Corrected cropped textures inside. Added Ryan alfalfa to precision farming. Adjusted baking cell point height. Bakery cell point height. Okay, fixed constructible behavior so owned buildings function correctly. Reworked lake surface to remove bouncing plastic effect. Updated PDA to clear destruction between playable and non-playable areas. Moved chicken coop location for new farmer mode. Updated map icons. Cleaned up foliage across the map. Additional fields and terrain touch-ups. Added more decorative map elements. New save needed. Alrighty. So, there is your Starbucks. Moving on, moving out. Alright. Fields of Tyrone. What does Field of Tyrone have? He added season hedges, added a drivable John Deere buggy in the store, designed specifically for moving cattle or sheep between pastures around the farm, holding 200 at a time. The buggy, when full, can only do speeds of 9 miles an hour to simulate animals' walking speed. Added 2 customable cattle pastures that produce milk from grazing, 1 normal size and 1 for extra small grass areas can be placed inside a shed for winter. No new save required. Okay, moving on out. Oh, the Alps. Let's see here. What did they update this time? Revised point of sale spline. Remove street lamps at intersection near BGA. Thank goodness. No new save game. Yeah, figures I sold out of my Alps, and then there we go. Now they don't need a new save. On this one. A Golden Lands. Golden Lands. Let's see. What is the change? Fixed the workshop issue. Now it's possible to sell, repaint equipment in the workshop. Wow. Kind of an interesting map, I gotta say. And then now we got a bunch of updates to equipment and course play, additional currency, If anybody's been having that, the update to that fixed the problem with positioning the HUD elements, added Ukraine transactions. Thanks. Okay. But there's a few other updates here. Kind of went over the maps. We've got a few little things to your tractors and stuff. You'll find those in game. All the other updates here were done yesterday, so that will take care of all of that. That takes care of what came in the game. All the wind turbines and stuff, they've, what is this, 101, what's the change log on that one? Added volt 12 kilowatt, fixed orientation of volt 8 kilowatt, adjusted income, adjusted maintenance. All right. There you be. All right, well, that takes care of the mods. That takes care of the stuff. Now, to kind of cover a couple more things. I was watching Mr. Sealy P, and he has a video out right now, if you're on consoles, on how to fix problems and how to find them and how to, go about that. Well, it kind of inspired me. I'm thinking about putting out one of those videos myself for PC on how to find problems. Like if you've got a mod that you downloaded and it's having a problem, having an issue, and where it could be. How to find that before you want to just completely uninstall and reinstall, and sometimes that don't help. Just kind of troubleshooting, kind of bouncing things off. I'm probably going to make a video of that coming up over the weekend, kind of work on it, and then probably Monday I'll have it all out. But that ends today's. I hope you have enjoyed this as much as I have. But remember, hit that like, hit that follow if you haven't already. Trying to get up there. But always check in here on the Farming Simulator, whether not, it's farmingsimulator.com. Come in here if you're on console or PC. Find out if you got updates. See if there's any updates. I mean, if you haven't got it, mine auto updates. It says download update, but I don't need to. Check out the forums. You've got a problem, somebody else might have that same problem here. And then you can just ask them a quick question, or if you don't, you can just put your question in there. And a lot of times they will answer that question. And I also like to look at the blogs just to see what's going on, kind of keep up to date. I mean, I got the Verdo Pact or whatever. Burrito. Was it worth the $7? $8? Not to me, but I liked it. But today's mods, pretty good. I mean, we got a full page of mods. It's what, 4, 8, 12, 16, 24 full mods. I did like the how they're color coordinated. This border shirt and the lands looks kind of funky. I wish they would have done something a little different, because maybe quarter size of these little dots kind of going around. That'd be kind of neat. These kind of look just a little bit too big to me, but that's just me. But the snow contracts, that was a good addition. I like the smaller chicken coops. The seagulls landing on your fields, I liked it. I liked all those. The gate keys, I mean, we've got similar mods, so I can see a prediction. I kind of predict there's going to be a conflict there somewhere. But other than that, it's just a bunch of map updates, and then you had a few. We had 6 map updates, no, we had 7 maps. And we had a few prefabs that came out. So come here, take a look. And when I'm done with this one, I usually jump over just to see if there's anything else. I like King Mod. There's usually some neat stuff in here for 25 that, this one is 25 minutes ago, so it's not in there. It didn't come in. All these are newer ones that's not in there yet. They've got a total of 59 right now. I mean, beans we're here, let's take a look and see what they've got out that came out just recently. Now, Lucas, what is it? Spermix? It's got to be that. You can find this mod at sharedmod.com. It is a brand new mod. This will cost you $28,000. It has 18,000 liters and only takes 90 horsepower to run it. Not bad, not bad, not bad. All right. And shared mods can be a little tricky. I mean, I'll give you kind of a quick show on that. You definitely want to wait for this to say what it needs to. If it disappears, scroll down. As soon as it pops up, you want to click on it. Because if you don't, this can happen. And then you just close, click on it. Same thing, close, click on it. Okay, click on it. Bam, it's right there. Save. Done. Click. Click. Okay, we've got the mod. See, you got to play around with it just a little bit, but as long as you notice that it's not popping up over there, and make sure what it says the mod is. Make sure, because if it might say something else over there, and it's some type of ad or whatever, and something that don't automatically just make sure you read it. All right. Well, let's see here. Let's take a look at this one. This one was 27 minutes ago, an HTZ 241K. Oh, looks like it's got some. Looks like it's got some 250 horsepower to 270 horsepower. Oh, it says engine options 3, so this is probably like 220, then 250, then 270 because of the way it's going up. I assume that. Max speed is 45. All right, read more. Wheel configuration. Yeah, yeah, it's got all kinds of neat little stuff that can go with it. $60,000. What was the horsepower on this bad boy? Not bad. At least 270, so looks like all kinds of interactive controls on it. And this is available through Modfire. Modfire's a little different. I'm not in the mood to mess with them. Hey, Dunks 421 Gaming, how you doing? Not too bad, not too bad. Just doing a little bit of looking around on mods that aren't on ModHub. Okay, market dynamics. All right, well, let's get back up here. Some of you might like this Argo PNVB 740. Let's see what the working width. It's got a 3.5 working width, 12 miles an hour. Takes 100 or 240 horse. Let's see, $29,000. Gets dirty and washable. All right, and you can pick this one up at Modfire. They're about the same as doing, ModShare. Just can be a little different. Now, we got another 69 to look at, and then we're going to drop down into here because look, they got more new today. FS25 mods have got some out today. FS19 mods got one 3 days ago. So And then we'll take a look at some of the work in progress. Things that they're working on right now. All right. Now, back up here. Let's find our FS25 mods. Click into this. All right. Oh, come on. There we go. This looks like a flatbed. Additional for pill finger decals. Thank you. Hello, I am sharing you with my Palfinger whole Ron box holder for a Holman. Okay. All right, where'd it go? Okay, over here. Okay, these ones right here are in store. These are in the... So that was the newest ones there. Okay, we got the market dynamics. Let's take a look at that. Real world inspired dynamics, crop pricings for Farming Simulator 25. Prices fluctuate daily and intricately based on world events, supply and demand, and seasonal drift. Oh my God, this would be perfect. Yes, this is. I'm definitely going to grab this one. Better contracts is a required mod for this, so you might want to know you have better contracts. So, and this one is market dynamics. Okay, market dynamics. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, there's some nice stuff so far. So far. Sorry, my alerts don't work very well, so it kind of takes me a minute to make sure that... All right. Market dynamics, save. Always read that right up there, because if it doesn't say that FS25 market dynamics, whatever, like you're going to get, and it says something else about some kind of weird web thing or whatever, or mod fixes, that one comes in a lot. Mod fixes. And it'll say FS25, but it'll say mod fixes. That one you do, yeah, make sure you don't get that one. That one sneaks in every once in a while. This is what I hate, is waiting for it to finish. It feels, yeah, you just feel like you're left there with your pants down. All right. I've got a lot of things up. That's kind of why I'm kind of lagging a little bit, guys. But yep, now we're down into the last little bit. All this stuff right here is in the store. So we'll jump up a page. But sometimes, even though it's in the store, other ones that haven't hit the store are in here. Like, this one made no sense. These two made no sense. There's supposed to be like some type of barrel or something that goes with it. Nobody can find it anywhere, and I've been looking. I'm looking still right now. Snow contracts, definitely. I want to do a winter, a long winter. I mean, like 5-6 day months, and do long winters and do that, and just see how much money I can make up. And gravestones. Okay, so right here. These are all the maps, the Alps, everything. Okay, that's all the maps that they did. All right. Well, that takes care of this one. Then we'll do this one real quick. The other mod hub. And in this, I like this mod hub because I can look for mods for different games. For example, there's Farming Simulator, 22, 25, Euro Truck Simulator 2, American Truck Simulator. I mean, they've got the 15, 17, 19, Minecraft, Pure Farming, World of Tanks, but we're interested in 25 right now. And it looks like it's got the exact same things we were looking at already. This is one that we didn't see. At home. Let's bring it down here to where it's... Oh, it's a direct download. It's... Wow, there must be a shit ton of... For 6 megabytes? What? Okay, welcome to version 2. Let me read this for you. It says, we are leaving the big rippers behind and returning to our roots. One of our new maps, Daham, a real challenge awaits with your farm full of history. Worn out machines that will test your mechanical gameplay skills and new experience. What the heck? Expansion possibilities. An absolute must for every fan of this is old timer mods. Huh, the story Scrapper Treasure. The legend a legend a legacy of steel and tradition. LS25 Vintage Edition V2. So, whether this is a map or this is just 6 downloads already, that's it. So, what is this? I'll have to read more into this and I will get back to you on it. I don't know if this is a map or if this is... There's no comments that I've seen so far. Well, not really sure what this is. Financial balance. The starting money has been fundamentally adjusted. The distribution between cash reserves and ongoing costs have been optimized. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on, to make the start of restoring vintage vehicles. Okay, for some reason I don't think this is a FS25 mod. It is. It's an FS25. Well, no, nothing new on that. The Fent. Oh, well. I got a nice little Fent going out here now. All right. All right. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. I got to go use the restroom. I got to go. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Okay, we're back. Now the vent. I didn't see this one before, so I just like the color. Uh, sorry, guys. Kid's sick. Okay. Got 356 horsepower. It holds 12,600 liters. Man. Logo configuration, color configuration, wheel brands configuration. Includes working width of 7.6 meters, the 25-foot header. It got an 8-foot corn header, 6 meters. Nice. Nice. And this is, oh, mods 2. Damn it. Why does it have to be at mods 2? That is not a place to go to. They will, yeah. I've ended up with viruses right after I've been trying to get something from those guys. Oh, this looks like this might be a map here. Yeah. Okay. Landscape Polar is an area of northwest Germany. However, it is not a realistic recreation of the region. Several mods need to be downloaded directly from Mod Hub. Is that one that we had? I think we've had this one in our already, but I don't see the. Yeah, I think we've had this map. When was it released? Okay. Workupload.com. That's a good place to get it, but I mean, it's just. But it starts off with several mods need to be downloaded directly from Mod Hub. Field 255 must be purchased. Then you can build anywhere. You can sell most of the buildings if you wish. So, no, to allow all the AI helpers to drive, traffic must be turned off. Otherwise, problems may occur. Okay, yeah, this is one we've had. This is all the same crap. So you gotta turn off AI traffic, so this AI and AI, I guess, don't mix. Conflicting AI. Alright, well, I don't think there's anything else out here today that we haven't already seen. This is one of my favorite places to kind of come into and be able to see what's going on. Alright, well, I'm going to get out of that. I'm going to get out of that, and I'm going to get back into this. Alright. Well, that concludes our mod look around. I am going to get back into one of my games. Probably either the little corner or start doing my Tillamook run again. I'm not sure. Tillamook I tried last night and it kind of on me, but I fixed it. But I don't have anything new to show anybody. This was a new map. I did a little review on it before. I can take you into it and show you, but I think I'm going to go ahead and call it and get myself into a game. All right. Well, you all have a good one. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. And I hope the rest of your day is peaceful. All right. Thank you for watching. Don't forget that like and subscribe if you haven't already. Gets that count up. And thank you to the one person that came in, Dorks421. Thank you for talking. Appreciate it. All right.